Hi, my name is Hanita. I'm a 43 years old lady who just lost her job, which I tried to go to E2I, to career center, but without much help. So when I got this opportunity, knowing Mr. David, when I come to his course and listening to him listening him talking about his strategies and that, it actually makes me motivated to actually join and take NLP course. It gives me a lot of experiences, especially through my way of communication. I learned how to communicate better with my family. Perhaps that I do not have these skills of being an NLP coach yet, definitely with just 5-day courses. Don't expect me to be professional, okay? So, but at least I feel that I have the confidence to talk. So if I have an interview right now, I think I'm confident enough to talk my view and even learn the style that I have learned here. For example, those mirror matching with my interviewer, that they were actually able to listen to me and see what ability I can do, and even understand from his facial expressions what kind of let's say person that he needs for the job. That is something that I feel is beneficial. So why don't you guys try? Maybe perhaps you're not going to feel it in 1 day, 2 days, but in the end of it, after you complete the course, this is where you find that you are able to focus your mentality to the directions that you want. Any questions?
Just forgot some of the questions. Very well done.
Oh, okay. And Mr. David is trying to tell me to put my position in my mom's place. That's where I really have the time to feel. If let's say I'm old as her, perhaps I'll be like her, So it makes me to understand another person's perspective, another person's feeling. Perhaps others may not be able to do it, and some people who are not even NLP learner, okay, they might not know the techniques of doing it. But since I learned this, so I feel like, hey, why not I be the first person to break this up, break her feelings of loneliness, her feelings of anxiety, her feelings of sadness, being like isolated, being like nobody cares for her already because she's old. So this is actually something that I learned when I put my position in her shoes, and also with my kids. There's something important things that I learned with my kids, which usually I instruct them, no, do this first. Why you can, like, I never ask them why you cannot do this. Usually I would ask them to do, and sometimes I advise. But I think you should do, because if you don't do this, maybe in the future it's going to be hard. Because as a mother, you always advise and you think you have all the experience, that you're better than your children, right? So you always advise, but you forget that they actually have their earnest, deepest strength inside that they need to relieve it out too. Because that was my first experience to make a person cry by asking questions. So at first I was like, oh my God, so bad of me making this person to cry. But in the end, when she feels relaxed, then that's the point that I realized that, okay, when you ask questions, it's not because you're trying to dig into being kepo or nosy like that, but it's actually makes them to talk out their feelings right deeply, naturally, and without people pushing them. But it's wholeheartedly that they speaks up through their unconscious mind. They speak up deeply through their heart.
You mentioned briefly about you had
one question, $1. It's actually not my interviewer. She is actually the career support group in Tampines. Because I've been asking her to find me a job. So I told her. Then she told me that, have you found a job yet? I said, not yet, but I'm taking a course in NLP. Then she was telling me, oh, that's good. So she's being a career coach, and she was like impressed that I'm taking this NLP course. So I mean, it should be something good that it also motivate me. Okay, this is a career coach that says the NLP course is good that I'm taking. So she was, oh, okay, good. Like her expressions changes. So I feel of course it's good. I feel it myself too. Okay, to be honest, before I come to this class, I go and check out other companies first to make sure that the price is less. I try to search other companies, I call them, but they're not so friendly, first of all. And I find that David's way of helping me even to find some portals to seek jobs, and his openness to listen to my problems, even though when he asked me one question, I answer No, all into around questions, but he's very good listener. He's willing to help me, and even though I didn't pay him for making like a kind of course to calm myself, but he helped me to learn how to calm myself, and I think it needs payment for that, which is of course is all included in the course. So I help another person, which is also the person that is learning here. His name is Ramdan. So we help one another. So we learn from each other, and even there's an age gap. But I feel that, surprisingly, we can get along so well. So thanks to David, I would say that his way of communication is very open, and his wife hospitality also, and I tell you something, okay, you never go to course that people serve you food. This one serve you food, serve you drink, it's all free. And it's not being like taxed, it's like, wow, really feel touched lah. Because if I go for course also, I have to buy for my own lunch, this and that, but they are providing me also as well. So, and this is not included inside the the payment for this. So it's really wonderful. And honestly, when I come here, I feel relaxed. But here I miss out also, they still make up for me, so willingly and so positively motivating me to come back again even. So it's really something that I think you should, if you want to go and NLP, don't go other places, go here. This with Mr. David is better. Seriously, I'm talking not because I'm trying to praise him or what he pay me is nothing. I'm not trying to praise him, but this is really sincerely, honestly. Okay? Why you should take NLP is because I think it's good for your own self. It's not just for your career endeavors that perhaps you want to move on, but it helps you internally. It's just not for your jobs, but it's also for you. First of all, it's yourself and your family, your loved ones, and that really helps. So NLP is a good thing that helps you to feel better in yourself, honestly, to be more calm, to be more relaxed, to know your goal settings in life, what you really want to achieve it. So this is something that I feel like everyone should try to take the course of this. It's not really time consuming, like if you want to if you are so busy, like me, honestly, I'm extremely so busy running here and down a lot of things, but I find it's worthwhile. It's really worthwhile. Yeah.